Hello and welcome back to the channel, the FSS Football channel, and welcome to today's watch along of the Manchester United versus West Brom game. So today's a big game. We need to win this game, having recently been on a terrible run of games. Obviously losing our last two out of our last three games, including that awful result in Istanbul. Now, obviously West Brom, they're 18th in the table, like I said in my watch along, and today is the day we need to step it up and win. So this is the team for today. It's obviously David De Gea in goal. Back four was what I thought Ollie would play. Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, and Alex Telles. A midfield two of Fred and Nemanja Matic. Then a front line of Mata on the right, Marcus Rashford on the left, Bruno Fernandes at 10, and Anthony Martial up top. Now, what do I think about this team and this lineup? I'm not too happy about it. I would have liked to see Tuanzebe start, especially if Lindelof has got a bit of an injury, and we'll see if he does or not. We'll like to see Donny van de Beek start over Juan Mata. But again, I'm not surprised to see Mata start. And for me, Donny van de Beek should have started over Matic or Fred if he's not starting over Mata. But I'm not terribly disappointed with it, but I'm not happy about it at the same time. Looking more at the bench, where is Paul Pogba? Pogba obviously not made the bench today. We don't know where he is. Hold on. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has now said why Pogba isn't playing. Let's find out. We'll see if we can allow the excuse. Right. Obviously, in other news, while I wait to find out why Pogba's been dropped, Alex Telles makes his first start for Manchester United in the Premier League, which is a shame. I'm happy Nemanja Matic starts over Scott McTominay. However, that does lead me to believe McTominay will play in the Champions League against Besiktas. Alright, if you are here, please do hit that like button. It is greatly appreciated. Alright. McTominay's been dropped for Matic, sorry, because of his extensive travels. Apparently, Paul Pogba has picked up a knock in his last game, and he started feeling it, so he couldn't play. So obviously Paul Pogba's not here. We knew about Mason Greenwood having an illness. It obviously kept him out of training recently, so we're not in the dark about that. It's a shame not to have Pogba available for this game, but it is like how it is really. Nothing you can really do about that if Pogba is really injured. I think it's a bit weird that obviously he picked. Well, Ollie said in his last game. Well, so we don't know if that's. Well, he said last game. We don't know if that's his last game or last game Manchester United play. If it is Manchester United, then why was he able to play again for France? If it is against well, if it is for France, then understandable. But I I, I don't know. It feels a bit weird. I would like, as I said, I would like to have Pogba playing today. He's a player that can open doors, and we don't really have that in the midfield. Too with Fred and Matic. I think Fred has to be a bit more creative today, which I don't think he is that player. Really, he's box to box for me. He's not that sort of creative force. Um, but I'm largely all right with it. Obviously, it's going to be a risk Rashford and Victor Lindelof, so a bit worried about that. Hopefully, they can. They are fit and they can play the full 90. Luckily, we do have players on the bench like Edison Cavani and Axel Tuanzebe and even really Daniel James. Maybe that can come on if so needs be. But still, would I like to have seen Donny Star. I can't. I mean, what has Ollie got wrong with Donny van der Beek? Why does he hate him so much? But I'm looking forward to seeing Alex Telles finally make his Premier League debut. Um, I read somewhere that West Brom have conceded the most goals from crosses from the left hand side. Well, they're right. Obviously, Alex Telles known for his crossing ability, so that'd be interesting to see that. I thought multiple very good crosses against PSG, so hopefully he can redo it today. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes comes into this game off on fine form, having scored twice and assisted once against Everton. And hopefully he can continue that. Bruno Fernandes obviously been the catalyst for our success since lockdown. Well, since he signed really. And we hope he can continue it because he is a class act. And one of the best in the league right now. Uh, Please do get involved in the live chat down below. Let me know what you think the result of this game is going to be. I'm going for a 2-0 Manchester United win. And I mean, I hope we see the Manchester United we can be rather than Manchester United we've been recently, and we saw against like Istanbul because when we are the Manchester United that we can be, we were at the end of last year. We're a fantastic team and we're a real threat in games, but I think we see it far too often. A stubborn, not stubborn, a blunt Manchester United, and that's not going to win us this game. We need to be cutting lines. We need to be creating chances, and we can't just sit back and try and hit West Brom on the break because it's not going to happen. Unfortunately for Manchester United, it's not going to happen. We're not going to be able to just sit back and hit them on the break. Nice little crack of the fingers. Obviously, in other news, Manchester City were well beaten from Tottenham by Tottenham 2-0. Come on, United. Come on. Obviously, kick off in about 20 minutes. Paul Scholes, what is he chatting about? Now, all right, here's a question for the chat. If you could, if you're not a Man United fan, do it for whoever your team is. What is one player from the past that still plays would you bring back to your club? For me, at Manchester United, I'd bring back. Uh, I mean, it has to be Cristiano Ronaldo, surely, doesn't it? It has to be Ronaldo. But I mean, if we're excluding Ronaldo to make it a bit more difficult, um, I I don't know. Someone maybe probably the Memphis. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Gerard PK, I guess. He fantastic centre back for us. Who else? I can't remember any real amazing players that we've sold and that's become something. Um, Obviously after this we go to we have Istanbul at home in the Champions League. That's a must win. We have to sort out Champions League group out after we lost last time. And realistically, this should be a game that it should seal our qualification to the next round, but it doesn't because we lost. Somewhat thankfully, RB Leipzig beat PSG, meaning if we win against Istanbul and the other teams obviously I'm saying they're going to smash Istanbul both times, and if we can just get a positive result against PSG or Leipzig, that should see us through. As long as we don't lose to either of them teams, we should still go through in Champions League if I remember correctly. However, we should have beaten RB Leipzig. Not RB Leipzig. We should have beaten Istanbul. We played awfully, and that's what I was saying. That's the Manchester United team that could lose today. And I mean, I'll never get over that goal we conceded. That first goal we conceded was unforgettable and unforgivable. It really, really was. But anyway, if you are watching and you are excited for this game, please do hit that like button below. And subscribe if you're new and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload or a stream here on the FSS Football channel. But yeah, West Brom, they shouldn't offer much today. I expect a clean sheet. We have to get a clean sheet today for me. Have to get a clean sheet. West Brom are very poor going forward. They're not a good team in general. And there's no excuse for not winning today and winning comfortably. Obviously, like I said in the preview, West Brom will look to sit back, play five at the back, and just have a lot of pressure. And I think that's going to be the case. They will sit back, and it's a day well, a game where someone like Pogba who can open a door will get us a goal or whatever. And we don't have him today, which is a shame. All right, what substitutions do you reckon we're going to make today? I think at some point Juan Mata will come off, probably for Donny, Donny or Dan. I think Cavani will probably come on for either Rashford or Martial, depending on how Rashford's injury is. If Rashford's injury is apparent, then Rashford would come off with Cavani. Martial would go out left. If Rashford's getting on fire, Martial will come off because Ollie just loves Marcus Rashford. He could be playing badly, and Marcus Rashford would still stay on. Obviously, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job is still on the line for this game. And I don't understand why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't just go for it. This is a game we should be comfortably winning. I don't know why we're still playing two defensive midfielders. Like today, Donny van der Beek could have played alongside a Matic or a Fred, and then we could have actually gone for the game a bit more. But no, we've gone for two defensive midfielders. Fred more of box to box, I granted, but still fairly defensive box to box player. Not someone who can open a door like a Pogba, like if Donny van der Beek can. And we're kind of just being like, oh, we'll have six players, or seven really, if you can include the goalkeeper. Seven players sit back and will help us defend. And then you four, Mata, Bruno, Rashford, and Martial, you go get us a goal. You go get us two goals. And I mean, we've seen last season, Rashford and Martial have fantastic partnership and can work together really well. As well, I mean, luckily Juan Mata is a player that can unlock a door as well, I guess. So I guess he can do something, but I don't think Mata can play out on the right. And I don't know. I don't understand what's come over Ollie and picking Juan Mata. What? He's Mata, not Mata. Ollie's been here for what, 2 years? He was here all of last season at least. Juan Mata started how many times? A handful, really. And now this year he's become a starter. And he's not a first team starter. He shouldn't be. I can't say much. I can't say much more about how I'm disappointed Mata starts. You could probably make a drinking game out of it. How many times do I complain about Juan Mata playing, or something Juan Mata does? You have a shot or something like that. Only kick off in 10 minutes. Big, big opportunity for here for Ollie to continue winning ways and get his Manchester United season back on track and give him some breathing space over his job security and safety. Obviously, Pochettino has been rumoured to be set to take over and ready to take over. Not 1-0 yet, pretty bad. But I know. Charlie, what are we saying score wise? Come on, United. I mean, in recent years, we've been quite poor against West Brom, if I remember, if memory serves me correctly, and what these highlights suggest. I remember, yeah, there was that one that was under Darren Moore, wasn't it, when West Brom ship beat us. Yeah, there's Darren Moore. But yeah, we've been quite poor. I remember last game of Sir Alex Ferguson's tenure at the club, 2-1 Man U. Yeah, I went 2-0. So not too. I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm all right with that. I don't think we should concede against this West Brom team. I think it'd be a bit embarrassing if we do. Um, but like I was saying, we haven't really had the greatest record against West Brom. We lost. We drew 5-1 in Sir Alex Ferguson's last ever game. I remember, like I said, we lost 1-0 to West Brom under Jose Mourinho. When they got relegated at the end of the last season, when we kind of just no, it was right after we beat Manchester City, wasn't it? Because yeah, we beat them, so they stopped to stop them winning the league against us. Then they won, so we had to win to keep them not champions, and we went and lost or something like that. All right, can we get who's scoring, Charlie? Who's scoring? But I mean, it says a lot that how about our defence. The fact that we play two defensive midfielders, and yet we still don't believe. Well, other fans still don't believe we can keep a clean sheet. I mean, whatever happens, today's always going to be a lose lose for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We win. It's not going to change any fans from Ollie out to Ollie in because again we should comfortably win. If we lose, it will turn fans from Ollie in to Ollie out. I can't say I know anyone on the West Brom team but Bruno and Martial. I would say yeah. I would say that's pretty good. Martial and Bruno to score. I could see it. Yeah. Hopefully Martial does score and gets his first goal of the Premier League so far. Get his campaign up and running. Oh yeah, I think we missed Martial when he was out. When even though he hasn't scored this season, he's been very very good for us. Anthony Martial wins the ball a lot. Hold up plays fantastic, and the amount of fouls he wins is unbelievable. For West Brom, I don't. Yeah, the best player for West Brom is Brazilian Matthias Pereira or Matthias Pereira. Yeah, he's playing. I think he's playing on the right today, and Diagana's on the left. So he'll be up against Tellez. And yeah, he's a very creative player. He's great on set pieces. Was it Leicester? He scored that incredible free kick against. No, it was Everton. Sorry, against Everton, he scored that incredible free kick. So he's proven what he can do, Pereira. And Tellers will have to have a good game to stop him from trying to create something. But I think we should win the game. West Brom's striker is Carlin Grant, obviously good in the air, very physical. But we've got Harry Maguire. Maguire was brought to deal with that type of striker. So hopefully he can do that. And hopefully he will do that. Just to go over what I've said earlier, for anyone who's new, obviously Pogba not in the squad, thanks to apparently him picking up a knock. How true that is, we don't know. Apparently he picked up one on international duty for France, so it isn't fit for this game. Hopefully, apparently he might be back for the Champions League, but we don't know. From what we knew from the preview show, Marcus Rashford and Lindelof coming to this game, start today. Apparently not 100%. They had slight knocks coming into the game, so they might not be at full fitness. So again, that's a risk. But we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Yeah. Kick-off in about 5 minutes. Come on, United. Come on, 3 minutes till kick-off. I think this is the players walking out. Obviously, like I said in the preview show, just play Brandon Williams in the midfield. He's amazing. Honestly, Chai, I obviously get this as a joke, but what is your obsession with Brandon Williams? Why is it always Brandon Williams? Why is it never stick Axel Tuanzebe in centre back, not centre back in midfield? It's always stick Brando somewhere. But yeah, this is the players walking out. Harry Maguire leading the boys out. Come on, Harry. We need a good performance from Harry Maguire. He had a good game against Everton. I didn't give him an amazing rating in my player ratings from last game, because I don't think he was amazing first half. Second half, he really did step it up, and obviously I missed a lot of that second half. But having rewatched it, he was fantastic. Harry Maguire. And we hope for another performance like that against Carlin Grant. David De Gea, he keeps his space, obviously. And good, rightly so. That's what I like to see. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Donny van de Beek having a good laugh and a good chat. There's Alex Telles, fresh trim on him. Come on. Donny van de Beek and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer having a nice chat there. Good laugh with each other, which is I like to see. I like to see it. Obviously, there's so much rumours or whatever about Donny van de Beek and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hate each other. And obviously, I alluded to that earlier and joked about it. But hopefully they're not. Hopefully they're all right, because Twan would actually be okay midfield. Williams, well, it's Williams. Tuanzebe would be awful in midfield. I mean, Brandon Williams, yes, he would be worse. But Tuanzebe would be worse. Would be just as, well, would be bad still. It would be like sticking Matthew in central midfield. He would just be there trying to smash everyone. 20 minutes in, he'll already be having his bath. Or a fucking early shower. Right. So, West Brom, Sam Johnstone, Furlong, Ajay, Ivanovic, Bartley, Townsend, Pereira, Sawyers, Gallagher, Diagana, and Carlin Grant. Well, like I said, they are playing that five at the back with Ivanovic, Semi Ajay, and Carl Bartley, who is captain. Obviously, also, like I said in the preview show. Sam Johnstone, obviously former Manchester United Academy graduate. So good to see him back at Old Trafford. And hopefully he doesn't have a good game for Manchester United's sake. But at the same time, hopefully he can have a good game, but we still put five or six past him. Although, can a goalkeeper have a good game after conceding 5 goals? Oh, there's Alex Tellez finally getting his Premier League debut after he had a very, very good debut against PSG in the Champions League, but then contracting COVID-19, so he's had to isolate. But finally, he gets to play. All right. So they take the knee. There we go. We have kickoff. And we go long and semi. Agile flicks it away. Matic, poor. And Pereira. Fred does well. And it goes out here to someone who goes down the line. Here's Carlin Grant up against Harry Maguire. Alex Tellez wins well. And Maguire goes out to Wan-Bissaka. Come on. Lindelof. He gets it at centre back. Twanzebe. Charlie, what are we saying for the Leeds Arsenal game? What's your prediction for that bad boy? Matic. Martial. Martial does really well here. Martial fouled. And that's Martial for you. Got on the ball, took on, beat a load of players and gets fouled. Yeah, he just had his back leg kicked from Carl Bartley. Quick question: when we get in some special guests, I mean, quest. Well, that says quests. I assume you mean guests. I don't know. Ball comes in. Great save, Sam Johnstone. After Anthony Martial heads it. It was a fantastic save from Sam Johnstone. I haven't really thought about it, mate. I'm sure we can get you on if you want to get on. I'm sure we can arrange something. Leeds, Arsenal, easy 3-0. Aubameyang hat-trick. Ooh, controversial one. I think I went 2-2. But yeah, I mean, Leeds defensively have been shocking recently. Conceding 4 goals in the last 2 games. Well, in each of the last 2 games. So you never know. Theoretically, that could happen. I wouldn't put it past. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Leeds to concede 3. Yeah, my guess. Yeah, guess my bad. Yeah, like I said, I haven't really thought about bringing guests on, but I'm sure we can arrange it. No, I'm not waving. NSP, I'm not waving. All right. Manchester United throw here on our left-hand side. Message retracted. Oh, that's embarrassing, George. All right, Fred picks it up, finds the man Matic. Matic comes inside, finds Anthony Martial. Poor touch from him, really. But we pick it back up here. Tellez goes into Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Poor ball, really, looking forward. Ball goes back to Sam Johnstone. Martial gives chase, but he just clears it out for a throw-in out just inside the Manchester United half on our right-hand side. Football. Football! And Lindelof just smashes that upfield. George, is Crystal Palace going to win this weekend? Sawyers, Semi, Furlong. He goes long, looking for Gray Diagana, who is offside. Of course they're winning. Well, aren't they? No, I can't argue that. Just Palace. When are they not winning? Right, Matic into Maguire. Bruno. Is that foul? Foul. Well, won by Bruno Fernandes. All right, Maguire. He goes along to Marcus Rashford, finds him. Poor touch there from Marcus Rashford, but he keeps it on. Rashford up. Bruno. Telles. Harry Maguire. Into Marcus Rashford. Rashford finds Alex Telles. And it's well, he wins a throw-in after a good tackle from Furlong. Bruno misses the header. Here's Matthias Pereira. Carlin Grant. And Grant wins a free kick for West Brom from Nemanja Matic. It's really well played from Grant. Lets the ball roll, and then just gets his body in the way of Nemanja Matic and wins a free kick cleverly. Alright, Ferguson cuts inside well and beats three or four players and finds Sawyer, but it is drawn back for a free kick. Telles. Nemanja Matic. Back to Telles. Telles finds Martial. Martial beats him. Battling for the ball. Ball goes long. Lindelof heads it to Fred. Fred to Matic. Matic turns it out and finds Alex Telles. Telles. Really, really poor ball that from Alex Telles. Looking for a cross-field ball to Juan Mata. Bruno giving chase. Sam Johnstone just clears out. And Maguire wins and finds Alex Telles. Nice 1-2 there from Telles and Bruno. Matic finds Bruno. He goes out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I'd like to see Wan-Bissaka try and actually create something more often. Goal, ball. Yeah, kick the ball into the goal. That's what we want, George. That is what we want. Alright, Fred. Mata. Bruno. Back to Mata. Back to Fred. He goes out to Harry Maguire. Maguire now surging forward. Edge of the box. Finds Marcus Rashford. Alex Telles looks to make a run into the back post. Ball comes in from Rashford. Just over the head of Bruno Fernandes. It's a really good idea, but it's just a bit too much on it. And here we go. We go long again. Telles wins it though and finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford 1v1 with semi-agile. He goes inside to Bruno Fernandes, who looks for Juan Mata, but it's well defended by Ferguson. And here's Wan-Bissaka, who finds Mata. Mata too slow with the ball. Play the ball, Juan. Play the ball. Wins a throw-in. Wan-Bissaka to find Fred. Fred goes looking for Rashford and finds him, but he's just beaten to the ball. Oh, here's a chance to break for West Brom here. Grady, is this Grady Diagana? Sawyers. Kyle Bartley. Is this Gallagher? Wan-Bissaka. David De Gea clears. And Sawyers just controls it easily. It's really poor ball and it's out for a goal kick from Manchester United. Now, if you are watching and enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. And please get commenting down below, or in the live chat I should say, your score predictions for today. Here's Fred. Fred does well. Fouled. But referee doesn't give it. A clear foul that he hasn't given. And another one. This time on Bruno Fernandes. Alright, Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Mata is out for a goal kick. Alright, goal kick from Manchester United here. De Gea into Lindelof. We're just going to play it out from the back here. No, we're not. We're going to go long. Martial just slips as he's going to go try and win that ball. But Fred intercepts well. And here is Bruno Fernandes. Plays the ball into Anthony Martial out here on this right-hand side. Puts a good ball in. Marcus Rashford just leaves it. Fred nearly gets to it, but it's cleared. Good play from Manchester United. Martial, for me, put a good ball in there, which Marcus Rashford just left. Matic. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. To Maguire. Matic. Marcus Rashford. Look for the ball to Martial. Just slightly overhit Martial. Couldn't reach it. Sam Johnstone. Massa gives chase. And Sam Johnstone again just goes long to that left-hand side. Alex Tellez. Foul there from Alex Tellez on Furlough. Look, I don't think this has been a terrible start to this game for Manchester United. It hasn't been amazing, obviously, but it's been worse. It's definitely been worse. Sawyers goes out wide. Carl Bartley. He goes long. Tellez just easily intercepts. And looks for Rashford. Was that Semi? Ajay, who wins the header, blocking the pass to Rashford. Sam Johnson again just goes long. They're trying to exploit this left hand side and get the ball to Matthias Pereira. Really, that's what they're trying to do as soon as possible. Really, Alex Tellez having a good game and stopping that. Wan-Bissaka, Martial, Wan-Bissaka, Mata, Matic, Lindelof into Maguire. Bruno finds Rashford. Back to Bruno. Back to Marcus Rashford. Finds Alex Tellez. Bruno. Matic. Does what he does well. Hasn't scored 6 yet. Very poor from Man United. Harry Maguire steps out really well. Here's Harry Maguire. He's surging. He finds Marcus Rashford. Harry Maguire still upfield. Finds Mato. Martial, great save, Sam Johnson. He has to score that though. It's a fantastic save from Sam Johnson, but he has to score. He has to score. He has to score that, Anthony Martial. It's a fantastic save, don't get me wrong. Keeper did well to get down low. But he has to score. Has to score. Yeah, Martial has to score that. It's not as good as a save as I thought. Yeah. Poor there from Martial. Should score that. He needs a goal, Martial. He really does. He's playing. He's like until he gets this. Well, away from when it comes to his all-round game, he's playing well this season. Martial. He just when it comes to inside the penalty area, he hasn't been at it so far this season. Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. He goes out to Alex Tellez. Tellez finds Anthony Martial. Poor touch from Martial. Fred beaten way too easily there, but he's getting back. Good play there. Diagana. Maguire does well. But Diagana falls under Maguire and takes Maguire out. And West Brom still have the ball here. Sawyers. Pereira. Fred finds Lindelof. Matic goes into Tellez. And United will now try to play it out. And lovely flick there from Bruno Fernandes. Tellez finds Martial, but tackled. Diagana. Pereira. Semi. Sawyers. Carl Bartley. What are you going to do, mate? Nice ball inside. Sawyers out wide. Diagana. Lovely football here from West Brom. I think he's gone out for a goal kick. Or maybe offside. He's definitely not offside. He must have gone out for a goal kick. Yeah. He's given a goal kick. And something I don't know what's happening there. The referee just had something rearranged for him. Here's that chance again. Yeah. Martial should score that. It's not in the corner. It's it's a good save, but Martial, it's a position there he has to score. Lindelof. Why are you showing me Slavan Bilic? I don't care, BT. Don't show me Slavan Bilic pointing. Chance here for West Brom. Oh, good save, David De Gea. Good save, David De Gea, to deny Carlin Grant here. Matthias Pereira beats the Nemanja Matic, plays the ball in. Maguire not doing good enough. Does De Gea save it? I think he does. And that, for me, no, Lindelof deflects it more towards goal, but I don't think De Gea actually gets a touch. But I mean that's the issue with playing Lindelof and Maguire. None of them have the recovery pace. For me, Tuanzebe stops Grant getting to that ball. Over there from Ivanovic. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Into Lindelof. Fred. Lovely ball out wide to Alex Telles. Telles now will run. Rashford. Right to Telles. Looks for Marcus Rashford. Finds that Marcus Rashford. Poor touch inside. But we keep it alive here. Juan Mata tackled. So poor from Mata. And look at that. Look how slow he is. Absolutely nowhere near beating Gallagher to that ball. And Wan-Bissaka, poor foul. Good play here, Diagana. Diagana can't find Grant. Bruno finds Mata. Juan Mata finds Bruno. Finds Fred. Fred looks for the ball to Martial. Semi does well. Kyle Bartley. Johnston. Ajay, or Sammy, as I keep calling him. Matthias Pereira. Or Matthias. Matthias. Wan-Bissaka as well. Fred. Alex Telles. Matic. Lovely ball out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Fred. Back to Lindelof. And I feel like both teams are now just kind of feeling this game out rather than and not really going for it. Poor there from Mata. Here's Johnstone. Ajay. It's so easy, but it was Matthias Pereira can't take the touch. Here's Telles. Poor from Telles there, expecting Rashford to make the run, but didn't. And Sawyer's now tackled by Rashford well. What? The referee's giving a foul. It's shoulder to shoulder. Oh, you're useless, referee. Honestly, this guy's useless. Alright, it was Johnstone to take the goal kick. Well, the free kick, I should say. Maguire wins well. Rashford found Bruno, but he can't really do much. Great header from Maguire's playing well today, to be fair. Tellez actually plays it, but he's just going to fall to Lindelof, who goes back to David De Gea. He goes into Wan-Bissaka. Bruno. Playing at left back right now. Marcus Rashford. Into Bruno Fernandes. Lovely ball out wide to Victor Lindelof. Martial. Fred. Matic. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Martial. Wan-Bissaka. See, this is where, like, because Wan-Bissaka just never crosses, we find ourselves just playing it out wide instead of actually creating anything. Oh, Martial goes down. And nothing's given. I bet it is a penalty. I bet it should be a penalty, but the referee won't give it because it's Martial. It's the same all the time. Martial, you get a foul and nothing's ever given. Alright, Rashford though. Fred. Maguire. Marcus Rashford. Poor from Bruno. And Pereira does brilliantly there. But that's an... But then a woeful pass. Alright, let's see the penalty then. Come on. Nemanja Matic. Look for the ball to Martial, but Branislav Ivanovic does well. Are we gonna see this? BT, you've shown us Slavan Bilic pointing, but you're not gonna show us what could potentially have been a penalty. Tellez puts the ball in. Ivanovic clears. He's not given a foul for that, has he? Referee, hang your head in shame. Right, here is the Martial. No, not really. He's grabbing hold of his shirt. I mean, it's light. Maguire, poor clearance really. But Maguire, again, Maguire's having a good game. Matic, poor. Tellez. Rashford. Wins a free kick well. Matic. Maguire. Back to Matic. Ball long. but it's out for a goal kick. Quite a poor ball there, really, from Nemanja Matic. I mean, it's a good ball to anyone but Juan Mata. Tellez does well. Lindelof. Matic. Tellez. Back to Mata. Matic, sorry. Matic. Bruno. Awful ball from Bruno Fernandes. Oh, don't sit down, mate. Have a fucking word. Feel like you're being shit. You're playing shit. It's good. It's a good ball to anyone but what Mata. It's true. Oh, Mata can't run. Lindelof just heads out for a goal kick. Honestly, I think I could have left Lincoln and got to that ball quicker than Juan Mata did. Right, Matic finds Tellez, Rashford, play the ball, Marcus. Marcus, play the ball. Where was that to? You have to play the ball. Doesn't mean you could just give it to nobody. Tellez made a good run that way, so he cuts it inside, just gives it to the West Brom centre back. Gallagher. Right, Fred wins it. Here's Wan-Bissaka. He goes into Lindelof, who goes into Maguire, who will then surely going to give it to Tellez. Oh, he does. Tellez goes long, looking for Bruno. But it's cleared. It's just long ball stuff. You'd think we're in the relegation zone with how we're playing, really. Tellez, Rashford, out for a West Brom throw. Oh, sorry, it's to Bruno. Bruno started this game really well, but he's falling off the pace a bit here. Hopefully he'll be able to pick it back up. Agi. Takes the throw with Matic, won it and found Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Lovely bit of skill from Wan-Bissaka. He's out here wide now, just on in his own half. But we go back and he goes into Lindelof, who go into Nemanja Matic. He'll probably find either Rashford or Tellez or the West Brom defender. But here's Man United's throw now. Alright, ball out to Wan-Bissaka. Nemanja Matic. Mata puts it in. Oh. I don't really know what's happened there. Great ball into Mata. He put it into the box. It's poor. Not the greatest pulled backs from Mata. It was a fantastic ball from Bruno. Mata could either shoot there or pull it back, and poor pull back right into the defender. Lindelof. Mata. Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Into Martial. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Whose pass is intercepted. And West Brom can now break here through Matthias Pereira. Matic intercepts. Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Fred. Awful pass. Maguire. Mata. Nice ball out from Mata to Alex Telles. But now who's out wide? Who's out on the right hand side? Bruno Fernandes. That's not where we want Bruno. Mata fouled. Mata goes out wide. Well, out to the right to Fred. Fred then cuts back in and doesn't play to Wan-Bissaka because he can't cross. That's the only bad thing about Wan-Bissaka. Because of his, well, his refusal to even try anything going forward. Oh, Martial does brilliantly here. Martial! Well blocked, and it's a corner to Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka just simply doesn't get the ball. And when he does, it's always inside. Back inside. Which costs us something. Come on, we want a Telles corner right into the Harry Maguire slab head. Oh no, it's going to be Bruno to take it. Bruno take it's a really poor ball in. Maguire! Oh, he's actually slammed the ball in someone's face. Carl Bart's out. No, he's alright. There's a poor ball in from Maguire from Bruno Fernandes. Matty's got the flick on. Martial found Maguire, whose volley's poor. And it's straight into Carl Bartley's face. Square on his head. And Bartley goes down like a sack of shit. But anyway, here is Lindelof. Now, thank you all for watching and tuning in. Obviously, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you're new and you haven't already. And make sure you turn on notifications so you never miss a upload or a stream on the channel. Is that not a foul? Alright, Carl Bartley. Marcus Rush picks it up. Here's Nemanja Matic. Goes out to Alex Telles. He goes inside. Rashford back to Telles. Telles ball slightly tackled, but Telles picks it back up. Rashford finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes finds nobody. And the ball's absolutely just smashed clear. Lindelof. Bruno. Rashford. Telles. Mata. Marcus Rashford. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka looks across, but straight into Carl Bartley and is out for a Manchester United throw. Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Back to Lindelof. Fred fouls. Lindelof does really well. Fred. Maguire. Rashford. Lindelof. Fred. Back to Lindelof. But Matic into Maguire. Maguire brings it out, finds Mata. It's an awful flick from Mata. But here's Victor Lindelof. He goes into the Nemanja Matic. He finds Fred just inside our own half. Who then now switches at the play out to Telles just inside the West Brom half. Telles goes long to Martial, but Ivanovic does well. But Rashford picks it up. Rashford still finds the Nemanja Matic. Bruno back to Matic. Not the greatest of ball, but Bruno just about finds Telles, who puts the ball in to nobody. Telles wins it, but he doesn't win the second ball. But Matic picks it up. Finds Telles back to Matic. Finds Juan Mata. Mata into Bruno Fernandes. Here's the Nemanja Matic. And really poor pass from Alex Telles. But we win the ball. We win a throw in just inside our own half. Here is Maguire. He finds Victor Lindelof. We need to take Juan Mata off. He's doing what I always says he does. He's never on this right-hand side. And he's leaving Wan-Bissaka so exposed. Gallagher. Diagana. Great Diagana strikes. And it's out for a corner ball. Ball comes in. Oh, roof of the net from Bartley. Telles. Maguire. Lindelof. And today, apart from that Martial chance, we've created Jack Diddley squat. And this is West Brom we're playing. We go back to Lindelof. Bruno. Great ball into Wan-Bissaka. Puts the ball in. Mata lets it run. For someone who's meant to have low football intelligence, is playing awfully. Matic. Mata. Awful ball from was that Bruno? Lindelof. Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, a lovely ball out to Alex Telles. Rashford into Maguire. He finds Lindelof. Nemanja Matic. Wan-Bissaka. Nice ball out wide to Telles. Rashford. Tellez. Fred puts it in. Falls to Wan-Bissaka, who passes it. Mata now finds Bruno, who looks for a pass back to Mata, but well cleared. Maguire. Poor ball for Fred, but he just about keeps hold of the ball. Nice ball into Tellez. Is that not a foul? You give it after the second foul, ref. You should give it the first time. You useless referee. He fouled there, and it's only after someone else then fouls him. The actual decision's given. Useless. Bruno. Bruno! Oh, that was awful. That really was terrible from Bruno Fernandes. We had a free kick, decent opportunity for Tellez to whip a ball in, and what does Bruno do? He goes to try and catch the goalkeeper out with the wettest shot I've ever seen in my life. Ollie, get up! Your job is on the line. Well, unfortunately, it probably isn't. That's how much of a joke this club is. Despite our awful run of the season, Ollie's job probably isn't on the line. Go on, Bruno. Tellez into De Gea. Finds Lindelof. He goes into Tellez. Tellez finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes, poor ball. And that's half time. Man United 0, West Brom 0. And I'm lost for words after that. We're playing West Brom, and we're playing two defensive midfielders. Fred and Matic are playing as DMs. Take Matic off. Take Fred off. Bring Donny van der Beek on. Shockingly, I'm going to say, bring Daniel James on. Or bring Ant Cavani on. Take Juan Mata off and take either Fred or Matic off. I would take Matic off. We don't need Mata and Matic on. They have been. Matic has been awful. Not Matic. Mata has been awful. Again. We're playing West Brom here. We're not playing Manchester City. We're not playing Chelsea. We're playing West Brom at home. We should be dominating this game and we should be actually trying to win it, and we're not. Um, what is there to say? We should be 1-0 up. Martial should score. Was it a good save? Yes, it was a good save. But regardless of it being a good save or not, Martial has to score that. He doesn't put enough in the corner, and it's somewhat straight at Sam Johnstone. But like I say, it is a good save. He does get down well, but I do think he should save it. Matt has been useless. Mata and Fred doing similar jobs. Fred's just got more legs, so I'll keep him on. I'll take Matic off. Matic drops into centre back too often for me. Bring Donny van der Beek on. Bring either Cavani or James on. And I would put Rashford out on the right and Martial on the left. Score prediction for Southampton versus Wolves. I think I've gone 2-0. Yeah, I think I went 2-0 for Southampton Wolves. Yeah. If you go onto the channel, there's a Premier League preview where I have my official predictions for that. I think it's the last game of the week, if I'm correct. So you can double check there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I went 2-0. Yeah, I mean, I think Southampton look good. I really like Rav Hasenhüttl. Um, Wolves. I don't think Wolves have been done as good as they've proven they can be over the last few years. But I think Southampton look very, very good right now. But going back to Manchester United, we're at home to West Brom and we're not creating anything. We've created one chance all day. Should we have scored it? Yes. But if it's one chance against West Brom and we're playing at home, I honestly think we would have more chance if we were playing away to Chelsea or playing away to Leicester than we have had today. We need to make changes. We need to make them quickly. Right, I'm going to go get a drink. So I will be 5 minutes. Please do like and subscribe if you are new, and comment, get involved in the live chat, and I'll be back in a second. Hello, I'm back. So, Charlie saying 2-0 Wolves. I mean, James, if you're still here, what are you thinking the score's going to be? I mean, what what club do you play for? Well, what club do you, I assume you support one of the clubs? Which one? Charlie, my guy. There you go. You've been rewarded for being such a G. You can be a moderator. I mean, I don't imagine you're gonna have to do much, but I'm gonna give you the honour. How do you feel with that, Charlie? How do you feel? Who's looking forward to the second half? Manchester United needs to pick it up, and I mean we've got players on the bench and Donny van der Beek, Cavani, I guess, Dan James pushing it. That can make a difference. What positive can we say about that first half? We didn't concede. We didn't. We had the best chance of the game. About it. There's no shying away from the fact we need to win this game. We haven't played like we needed to win it, and we're not playing like we want to win it. And one of the reasons why I think a lot of people are Ollie out, despite our amazing record against the best teams, because we can't beat these small teams. You don't, as weird as it sounds, you don't win the league by beating the big teams. Well, conventionally you don't. You win the league by beating the small teams. I think Man United showed it last year. What we didn't, we lost to Liverpool once. We were the first team to take points away from Liverpool. We beat Man City both times. Did we beat Tottenham both times? I don't. Did we lose to Tottenham last year? I can't remember. No, we beat them once and we drew against them once. Tottenham. We lost to Arsenal twice, I think. No, we drew once and lost once to Arsenal. What we beat Leicester twice. We beat Chelsea twice. We beat the big teams conventionally. We didn't really lose to the big teams last year, but we lost to Villa. Oh wait, yeah, I think we lost to Villa. We lost to teams like Villa. All right, here comes the players. Ollie there, chewing his gum, relaxed. Hopefully, he's giving the players an absolute bollocking because every single one of them really deserves it. Come on. Big second half here from United. Big second half needed. I'm trying to see if we have we made any changes. Uh, there's Fred, Matic, Mata, Tellez, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof. No changes. No changes. Absolutely fantastic, Ollie. Fantastic. No changes to this team that started, finished poorly. And West Brom here doing sprints. How are we not beating this West Brom team? What are we going to take from this? Oh, we beat Everton and with this team apart from McTominay. Is McTominay the saviour of this team? No, he's not. Oh, there we go. And we've made absolutely no changes coming into the second half. Why have you done this to me, BT? BT, what have you done to me? Oh, Maguire 1v1. But still cross. Oh, he's taking the man down. And it's penalty to West Brom. West Brom have a penalty. Fuck off. Absolutely. Oh, it's Bruno Fernandes gives the penalty. He doesn't win the ball, I don't think. Does he win the ball? I didn't see it. The BT Sports app lagged. Oh, VAR. Come on, please, Bruno. Please say you got the ball. He may get the ball. I can't. I don't know if he swings it and hits in air or not. He's going to VAR. Oh, he's going to give it because this referee's been fucking useless. He's given everything to West Brom he can. So he's probably going to give this. I mean, I think it is a penalty. I have to say, I do think it is a penalty. I don't think he touches the ball. To be honest, Bruno. I don't think he touches the ball. Referee. No penalty! Come on! Very lucky. Very, very lucky. If we're going to say anything, we're lucky not to give away a penalty there. Bruno is deemed to have touched the ball and won the ball. I don't think he has. I'm going to be abundantly clear. I think that's a penalty. Maguire. Maguire. Play the ball, Maguire. Nemanja Matic. Martial. Lovely ball. It's Tellez. Rashford. Fred. Bruno. Lovely ball. Marcus Rashford. I don't know what's happened there, but it's brilliant ball from Bruno Fernandes into Rashford. Wan-Bissaka. Brilliant from Wan-Bissaka. And can that line this team up a bit? Rashford. Matic. Tellez. Matic bringing it forward. It finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford goes for goal! Sam Johnson with a good save. I don't know if it was going in, but Sam Johnson does make a good save. Diving to his left. Is it going in? Oh! I think that was going in, you know. 1v1. Cuts in. And this will be the angle. Oh, that is going in. That's going top corner. That's a fantastic save. Telles puts it in. Maguire looking for it. Bruno Fernandes edge of the box. Well blocked. But Maguire has fouled someone in the box, I think. Yeah, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. This angle is woeful. I think that's a penalty. I think West Brom should have had a penalty. Tellers, poor ball. Ball goes out. Maguire wins. Pereira. Bruno. Rashford. Back to Bruno. Bruno. Poor Bruno. Tried to do too much there. Maguire foul. But we're a little bit more lively, which is what I like to see. Ball down the line. Fred can't intercept, but it does go back to David De Gea from Victor Lindelof. De Gea pumps it down the line. Martial does win it, but Mata and Rashford just not getting there to the seconds. Bruno. Mata. Back to Bruno. But Ivanovic does really well. See, I mean, for once, the referee went siding with Man United there. But it's another woeful decision. That's a penalty to West Brom. I mean, no, there is no way that's not a penalty. That should not be a penalty. Oh, West Brom have a chance here. Brilliant save from David De Gea. David De Gea with a fantastic save. World class save from David De Gea. From almost point blank range on the volley, David De Gea managed to stick a leg out and save it. But here's Martial on the left hand side. Poor ball from Martial there. I don't know why he hasn't shot there. Martial. Oh, ball falls to Mata. Poor ball. Penalty to United. Penalty to Manchester United. And Furlong is absolutely bemused. Ball comes in from Juan Mata, and I think it's a handball. It's a definite handball. Whether VAR can rule it out for a foul beforehand, but it's definite penalty. Definite penalty to Manchester United for handball. He's smacked his hand. It's away. It is slightly away from his body. It's a penalty. It's just whether there's a foul beforehand. Who's taking this penalty? Bruno Fernandes wants it. Martial. Well, Bruno has it in his hand. Martial will want it. No, it's a penalty. Yeah, his hand starts well, and as he turns, he brings his hand away from his body. It's a penalty. And yeah, it will be Bruno to take it. Come on. We should have conceded a penalty, and we got the other end, and within like 3 minutes, and we win ourselves a penalty, and Bruno Fernandes will take it. Come on, Bruno. Come on. Come on. I mean, it should be a penalty for Man United for the handball. But whether West Brom should have had a penalty, I don't know. Bruno will take! And saved. Oh. It might be retaken. He's off his line. It's going to be retake. It will be a retake. Oh, he's miles off his line. It is going to be a retake. It will be a retake for Manchester United. It'll be another penalty. And it'll be a retake after Sam Johnson is absolutely miles off his line. He's 3 or 4 yards off his line before it's taken. And Bruno will take it again. Come on. Come on, Bruno. You can't miss 2 in a row, can you? How's your bottle? How's your bottle, Bruno? And scores in it! Come on! Come on! He doesn't miss 2 in a row, Bruno. He doesn't miss 2 in a row. He does not miss 2 in a row, Bruno Fernandes. And he slams it home and makes it Manchester United 1, West Brom 0. Come on! Let's watch this penalty again. He comes off his line. Sam Johnstone. Look, he's off his line before it's taken. He goes to one side. He thinks he's going one side. And he goes so early, Sam. And Bruno, it's not a great penalty from Bruno Fernandes. It's fairly central again. It's not an amazing penalty from Bruno Fernandes. But I mean, with that technique, you don't have to take a perfect penalty on an amazing penalty. He jumps just before it, waits for him to move, and then he can just roll it the other way around. And that's what he's done this time. Martial. No. Martial finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes puts the ball into the box. Carl Bartley easily takes it out of the ground, or picks out the sky. And I can bring it out. And I can change the home score. Because Manchester United are 1-0 up. 1-0 Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka as well. Mata into Lindelof. Matic back to Lindelof. And let's not forget David De Gea with an absolutely outstanding save. And that is what brings that goal. De Gea, we could be 1-0 down without our Spaniard. Our numero uno, David De Gea. Brilliant save from him. But here's Pereira. We know what he can do. Wide. Poor shot really there. Let's see. Oh, it's a fantastic save from David De Gea. It might have hit his hands. He might not have counted anyway, but look at that. Fantastic save, De Gea. Come on. We really do need to step it up still. I mean, are we winning the game? Yes. Do we deserve to be? Not really. It's not really been an amazing game. Come on, BT. Catch up. Honestly, BT Sports app is useless after time. Rashford's on the ground. Take him off, Ollie. Take him off. It's not worth risking it. Just take him off. Bring on Dan. Bring Dan on. He's been absolutely clattered there, Marcus Rashford. No, you won't often hear me calling for Daniel James to come on, but I'd bring him on. Mata gives chase, not great as the clearances, but it finds Pereira. He goes long. Maguire deals with it well. Maguire's had a good game, to be fair. Maguire, aside from what could have gave away the penalty. Bruno, lovely block to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Oh, lovely ball from Wan-Bissaka. And it's weird because Wan-Bissaka proves he can play balls like that, which is a very good ball, but he just never does it. Which then leads me to believe it's a confidence thing with Wan-Bissaka. He can do stuff like that. It proves he can do it. I remember he put some fantastic balls in against Chelsea. I think he put a few in again. Someone else. I can't remember who. But he doesn't often just do it. Diagana's absolutely mugged Matic off there. Diagana. We're lucky that West Brom have the end product of a dyslexic. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, tell us. Rashford, Bruno, Maguire, Lindelof. Oh, I'm tired. I'm too tired for this. Wan-Bissaka, Fred. Awful from Fred. Why is it Mike Phelan on the touchline and not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Who's coming on here? Is that Harold Rodman-Carney for Grady Diagana? And Callum Robinson for somebody. Who's Callum Robinson coming on for? 29. Is that Grant? And yes, Carlin Grant coming off for what's his name? Callum Robinson. And it's Cavani on for Juan Mata. Mata off. It looks like Rashford's gone out to the right, and Martial will go up to the left, which I'm all right with. I'm okay with that. Matic, Martial, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka. Go on, Eddie. Wan-Bissaka wins. Gallagher, Sawyer, back to Carl Bartley, but Wan-Bissaka wins. Rashford finds Matic. Matic does well and finds Alex Tellez. I mean, we've dominated the ball, but we haven't created anything. Matic, Maguire, Alex Tellez, Bruno. Martial plucks out the air brilliantly. Martial, Bruno, Fred, Rashford finds Wan-Bissaka. So that ball should be going into the box. Oh, go on, Wan-Bissaka. Put the ball in. Good ball in. Well defended. Fred. He goes for goal, but it's blocked. Harold Meccano does brilliantly there. And it completely opens our defence up. But it's slightly wide, luckily for us. Here is Callum Robinson. He goes for goal! Off the bar! What a chance! West Brom, that would have been an absolute moment of magic. I don't know if De Gea saves it or not. It just hits the bar. I don't know if De Gea pushes it on there or not. Bruno Fernandes playing quickly. Finds Cavani, who's taking it around the keeper. He hasn't gone for goal, but he's offside. Callum Robinson is lost for words. Let's see this again. No, De Gea doesn't save it. And it's cannons off the bar. Matic. What? Free kick to Man United? I don't know what's happened there. Fred. Martial. Tellers. Maguire. Maguire brings the ball out. Finds Bruno Fernandes. He looks for Cavani. But Sam Johnson collects. Well, as Cavani just misses the ball, really. Gone. Oh, brilliant from Matic. Here's Martial. Lovely ball out to Bruno Fernandes. Puts it back across. Marcus Rashford. Wide. He has to score that. Rashford has to score that. We said it about Martial in the first half, and I'll say it again for Rashford. He has to score that. Oh, it's so poor. You smash it. You smash that at the front post. He's tried to be cute. He's tried to be clever. And Sam Johnson's got a good save. Sam Johnson, again, made a good save, but he has to score. He has to score. Bruno will take the corner here, though. He'll go into Fred. Bruno. Oh, Tellez! We found the ball to Tellez at the back edge of the box, and Tellez has absolutely volleyed it over. Johnson clears. Tellez heads. Martial wins. Fred absolutely just smashed in the face. Book him, ref. Right. Oh, honestly, this ref is fucking useless. Should have been a penalty to West Brom. Didn't give it. Then he's not booking some booking. Is it Gallagher for that? De Gea. Matic. Maguire goes long into Tellez. Tellez beats his man. But semi-Agi's there on the cover. Martial, Fred. Maguire, Matic. Lindelof. Fred. Cavani. Fred. Ramasaka. Bruno. Oh, Matic. Martial. Finds Cavani. Good play from Martial there. Tellers as well. Corner to Manchester United. Right. Corner for Manchester United. It was Bruno Fernandes to take it. Ball comes in. Back post to Maguire. Sam Johnson with another good save. He's been a good goalkeeper. He's had a good game, Sam, today. All right, ball to come in. Bruno. He goes for goal, but go out for a throw into Manchester United after a good block. Ramasaka. Lindelof. Maguire. Torres. Martial. Bruno Fernandes. Finds us Cavani. Good block. Free kick to West Brom after a foul. Was it Tellez? Martial found Bruno. Lovely, lovely ball. And Carl Bartley just following Cavani. Yeah. Oh, it was Fred. He takes Pereira out. Oh no! David De Gea, brilliant. Ball came along. Lindelof and Maguire absolutely shitting themselves. They're on their ass. Harry Robson Carney's running past him, and it's not even close in the race. And David De Gea comes out. Martial. Finds Bruno. Matic. Oh! Ball from Nemanja Matic. But he wins the ball here. Right, just play it. Play it, Matic. Stop running. You've just been outpaced by Sami Ajay. Back boys, who scored? Bruno scored a penalty. He missed it originally, and then scored the retake because Sam Johnson was off the line. And yes, you are a spanner, mate. Wan-Bissaka intercepts well. Fred. Rashford. See, at moments like that, Rashford, just take it down the line. It's like some of these have no football intelligence. Everyone knows you run down the wing because there's less players there. But every time Rashford just wants to come inside. Look at this. Bruno. He's surging forward, Bruno Fernandes here. Marcus Rashford. Martial's made a good run. If he can be found, and he is a bit wide. He goes into Fred. Fred turns brilliantly. Why is he not shooting there, Fred? Fred did really well, and then that's where he wants to shoot Fred, but he didn't. He tried to play it to Bruno. Don't get me wrong, Bruno is a fantastic player, but we don't have to go for Bruno Fernandes every time we score. Martial finds Edison Cavani. Finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes looks for the long ball to Marcus Rashford, and it's an awful touch from Marcus Rashford. Here is Rashford. He beats his man, but it's out for a corner ball after a good tackle from Kyle Bartley. And there's Gallagher going into the book for a foul on Fred. Like I said, it will be a corner to Manchester United. We got, I know, absolute devastating stuff. Devastating stuff. Right, Bruno takes a corner. Teller's at the back post, volleys it over again. Oh no, Charlie, watch out. That ball's heading to for your back garden, mate. You made it, Mr. Efferson. You got a dislike. I did. After this stream, I'm gonna get in that bed there and cry myself to sleep over that. Attempts here, 14 attempts to their 7 on target compared to their 2. So we've been the better team. Oh, foul. Right, Ivanovic. He goes into semi-agile. Furlong puts the ball in. Teller's blocked. Maguire does really well to stop it from going out for a corner, but instead of throwing. Matic does well and lumped upfield. It's really poor ball. That's out for a goal kick to Manchester United. Anyway, if you are watching and haven't already, as much as I do joke about it, please do hit that like button. It does mean a lot. And it is greatly appreciated. All right, Lindelof. He'll go... Oh, he'll just give it... Donny's coming on! Donny's coming on! Coming on! Donny's coming on! Foul on Cavani. Who's he coming on for? Who's Donny coming on for? Donny's coming on. Coming on. Donny's coming on. Come on. Who's he coming on for? Who's Donny coming on for? Branislav Ivanovic is coming off for West Brom. Is that like... I don't know who he is. I know who he is, but I can't think of the name. Rashford's off, and Donny is on. So is that Donny on the left, on the right, or is we going to a diamond? Are we a diamond or is Donny on the right? Come on. Oh, Donny's on the right. Donny's on the right. On the right. Donny's come on. He's come on. Donny has come on. What's this? A throw in for Manchester United? Oh, clear the ball. Maguire absolutely lashes it out. There's Nemanja Matic. Matic goes into Martial. Out for a throw in. Martial. Poor touch there from Anthony Martial. Telles does well. Finds Bruno Fernandes. Into Edison Cavani. Poor cross from Edison Cavani looking for I don't know who. Fred does really well there and goes back to David De Gea. De Gea, Maguire. Finds Matic back to Maguire. Into Victor Lindelof. Harry Maguire back to David De Gea. De Gea goes long. Looking for Martial. But he doesn't win it, but it will be United throw. Here on the left hand side. And Scott McTominay's coming on. Yay! Scotty's coming on. Coming on. Scotty's coming on. Fred went. Matic goes into Harry Maguire. Smug sauce. Cavani. Great ball out wide. McGall. Good tackle. But still West Brom here on the break. Martial does well, tracking back. And who's he coming on for? Fred. Fred's coming off. Fred's had a fantastic game, gets subbed off. But I mean, I'm alright with that. As long as he starts next week, and well, especially in the Champions League, I'm fine with that. Just bit of a rest. It is absolutely pissing it down in Old Trafford. Well, at Old Trafford, in Manchester. Bruno, lovely ball out to Anthony Martial. He brings it down. Martial as well, and his cross is blocked. Is it not blocked? Must be blocked. Yeah, blocked. It will be a corner to United. Donny van der Beek looks like he's going to take it. Oh no, Telles is. Donny van der Beek can't do that. He's not allowed. Ollie doesn't allow him. Alex Telles will take the corner. Good ball in. No one really attacks it. Lindelof gives it back to David De Gea. De Gea looks for Wan-Bissaka, but Bruno Fernandes falls with it. Poor pass. But Donny van de Beek just brilliantly to keep hold of it after what was a poor pass from Bruno. Here is Donny. He goes out to Anthony Martial. Poor first touch from Martial, but he keeps it on, gives it to Telles. To Maguire. Maguire out to Wan-Bissaka. Good ball from Wan-Bissaka as well. Pereira. Nice ball out. McTominay finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes as well. Looks for Cavani, but it is well intercepted. And where's McTominay? McTominay, you just come on. Surely that's where you want to be picking the ball up. McTominay. Tommy does really well. All right, brilliant from McTominay. He finds Cavani. He finds Bruno Fernandes. He goes back into Edison Cavani. And what could have been a really good attack there has absolutely gone to shit. Come on. Foul ref. Matthias Pereira. Tackled Martial. Matic. Maguire. Telles. Back to Maguire. But it will be a free kick after McTominay was fouled off the ball. 1-0 is not good enough for this game. A win's a win, but it should be by more for me. But all right, Maguire's just going to go long, looking for Anthony Martial's poor ball. Telles ball as well. Lindelof smashes it out. Carl Bartley here. Semi Ajay. Furlong. Don't know which one. Carl Bartley. Sawyers. Donny van de Beek intercepts, but it'll go back to Sam Johnstone. Martial. Martial's going to run. Fouled. As is always the case for Martial, he's always getting fouled. Why is it McTominay taking this free kick? Who's down injured? I think it's Nemanja Matic. Martial. Into Scott McTominay. Finds Matic. Back to Maguire. Maguire. Tellez. Martial. Is that not a foul? No, it'll be a free throw into Manchester United though. Approaching the last. Well, we're in the last minute. Let's see how many added time. Ah. 4 minutes of added time here. And Tellez finds Anthony Martial. Martial does well. Tellez whips the ball in. Well headed clear. Wan-Bissaka finds Bruno Fernandes, who goes into Scott McTominay. Maguire. No, Bruno. Bruno does really well here. Bruno Fernandes finds Cavani. Poor from Cavani, really. And Cavani goes into the book. I think Marcel needs to go today. And if it's not today, he needs to go soon. Oh, here's Marcialo! Oh, brilliant block. Brilliant block by Furlong. Fantastic pay. Wan-Bissaka found Cavani, who let it run. Marcel with an absolutely fantastic turn. And it's really, really well blocked from the West Brom man. Martial. Bartley. Hadji. Sawyers. Bartley. Hadji. No. Hadji was Sawyers. No, I think this is an Hadji. Furlong. Puts it in. Wan-Bissaka out. Cavani wins it well. Goes to Tellez. Martial. Back into Tellez. Tellez will then just launch it long to absolutely nobody. In fact, Sam Johnson comes to collect pretty much on his halfway line. Gallagher. Poor flick. Maguire. He'll bring the ball out. And a woeful ball into the stands. West Brom take it quickly. And here's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looking too happy. Pereira's done brilliantly there. Bartley. Furlong. Townsend. And there we go. We finished the game. Winners Manchester United 1, West Brom Albion 0. What can you say about that? What can you say? Well, I think that the fact that I've just yawned after watching that game says all you really need to know. It was a boring and dull affair from the start, really, and it was a boring and dull affair. This game is rigged. I haven't heard McSauce pull out a rainbow flick. I can't say he did pull out a rainbow flick. To be fair, I can't say he did. I don't think he played badly though, McTominay, when he came on. Now, let me get the player ratings up. Starting lineup, open. There we go. And then player ratings. Oh, no, that's not what I want. There, that's what I want. Right. So, let's get on with these player rating. But actually, before we get into player rating, let's talk about the match and what we actually thought of this performance today. Let me put that there. Let me get the live chat. Pop it out. Put that there. OBS there. Put that there. Right. Alright, there we go. So, alright, that's up. So we can put that there. Right. So what do we make of that game? Now, were we the better team? Yes, we were. But was this result anywhere near as convincing as it should have been? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, we've won this game thanks to a penalty. That's how we've won this game. And a lucky penalty at that. On a normal... Last season, De Gea probably doesn't save that shot. And we lose this game 1-0. We have to remember De Gea and his fantastic save leads to us getting that penalty. And even that, last season again, Bruno wouldn't get to retake it. Bruno keeps missing a lot of penalties right now. Usually he gets to retake them, but when something needs to happen. Bruno can't keep missing penalties. That's what I'm gonna say. But this game hasn't really changed anything for Manchester United. Was this game going to change? And was it ever going to change anything? No. If anything, I think this has made things worse for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Today was a chance for him to really, really show what his Manchester United team was going to look like against a West Brom team we should be beaten. And he's done the same cowardly thing we've seen him do so often. We have Fred and Nemanja Matic starting today. We don't need both of them, and we proved we didn't need both of them. Donny van der Beek comes on with 10 minutes to go. And he goes out on the right. Why is he not starting there? Donny van der Beek proved he can play on the right. He's done it before. He has the attributes to play there, but we decided to play Juan Mata, who's been awful. Who was awful again there over Donny. Donny, again, 10 minutes. Cavani came on, didn't think he was great. Martial, I didn't think he had a good game, really. Yeah, he's playing like a player low on confidence. He needs to get that goal. I mean, some of the things he does is magnificent, really. But at the same time, some of it's quite poor. So if you can hear the fireworks going out from outside my room. And like I said, I don't think it's changed anything. I don't think... No Ollie outers are now Ollie in because of that result. And that was never going to be the case. But at the same time, I don't think all Ollie inners are still Ollie inners because we've won that game. We were poor. We really, really were poor. And it's a worry. It really is worrying that when we're clearly such the better team, we can't convincingly win this game. And I wanna talk about the fullbacks. We've brought in Alex Telles, one of the best attacking fullbacks in the world, known for his attacking ability, and it was like he was scared to go forward today. Wan-Bissaka, we've seen it all pretty much all throughout his United career that he doesn't get forward a lot. But I commented on it in the match. In fact, he's got some when he usually tries something, he usually has some sort of final ball. But I don't know why he never tries it, which then leads me to believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is telling these fullbacks, sit back a bit, sit back, and that is an issue, especially if you're going to have Marcus Rashford. You can't have wingers that will look to cut in, which especially Juan Mata and Donny and Marcus Rashford will look to do because they're playing well, for Rashford's case, he's a right foot player on the left, and Mata, he's a left foot player on the right, and Mata just being not a good winger, and Rashford having played as a striker before, these players will want to cut in, meaning you need your fullbacks bombing to create width. And it looks like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't want that, which is a massive issue. And I don't know why we buy Alex Telles if we don't want our fullbacks bombing. Unless he plans to go to a 5 when Luke Shaw's back fit. Because remember, we haven't had the opportunity. The first time Telles played, we played as a back 5 with Shaw as a left centre back. And since Telles got COVID, so he hasn't been able to play. Now Shaw's injured, now Telles is back. Lucky that when Telles was injured, was out, Shaw was fit, and when Shaw got injured, was when Telles came back. But we haven't seen him together, where apart from that PSG game, and that was a back 5. Are we gonna? Is Ollie's planning on going to a back 5? I don't know. Juan Mata, I'm lost for words. How he got into team. We missed Donny van der Beek starting from the start, and we missed Paul Pogba today. We weren't creative at all. Nemanja Matic and Fred, it wasn't needed. Again, just like McTominay and Fred was never needed against Everton. We lack creativity in midfield. It's every time. It's like Ollie said to these players, right, if we're going to score, Bruno has to be part of it. And that's not right. That's obviously not right. But it feels as if these players only think Bruno Fernandes can create something. And to be honest, I think that's true. Juan Mata's meant to be this creative genius. He was awful. Absolutely awful. I said it in the game. Juan Mata, Nemanja Matic played actually a very good ball. But it was still Juan Mata, so it was a terrible ball. A great ball to anyone else but Juan Mata, that ball. But Juan Mata isn't slow enough. Isn't quick enough. Sorry, he's too slow, and he's so small. He's wasted and he's useless on that right hand side. You can't beat anyone for pace. Like, it's not close, and that costs Man United. And we have Alex Telles. We have Alex Telles whipping balls into the box. Who's most likely going to be getting onto these balls? It's either going to be your striker in Anthony Martial or Cavani, or it's going to be your right winger in Juan Mata. And Juan Mata is never going to win a header against the centre back. Never. I don't see how Mata gets into this team and continues to play. Yes, he won us the penalty with his cross, but let's not forget Mata's playing on the right. And again, he found himself on the left wing. We had no right winger. And yes, he won a penalty. But not all the time he's not going to win a penalty. And majority of the time, that ball is probably going to go to nobody. And we're going to get broken up. And it's going to be 2v1 against Aaron Wan-Bissaka, like we saw so often against Luton. And I go back to Luton game all the time because that's where I first noticed it, and it's continued every game since. Referee for me was awful. I don't think referee was good whatsoever. But in the end, he won us the game. We conceded what was a fair penalty for me. It was a penalty. Luckily, referee reviewed it and gave it the other way. I don't agree with that referee decision. I think it was a penalty. And I mean, we needed to win today, and we did. That's the main thing we can take out of this game. We won a game we should have won, and we needed to win. We go to Besiktas. Well, we play against Besiktas midweek now at Old Trafford, and we need to win it. If we don't win it, our season is fucked. We need to progress in the Champions League after what was an incredible start to our Champions League campaign. If we don't qualify the next round, sack him. Honestly, sack him. It's simply not good enough to be playing Europa League football again next year. Simply is not good enough. In 2021, if we can't find ourselves in the Europa League knockout stage, if we have to be in the Champions League. And weirdly enough, this team has more of a chance of winning the Champions League than we ever do of winning a Premier League under this manager. Tactically, he's not good enough. We've brought West Brom to Old Trafford, and we've won it via a penalty. It's not good enough. And we have creative players like Donny van der Beek on the bench, so we can accommodate to play Fred and McTominay. And today, Fred and Matic. It's just not good enough. But positively, yes, we did. We won the game. That's 2 wins on the bounce now, which is good. And we need to make it 3 against Istanbul. And then I think, is it Southampton we go next? That's going to be a difficult game. That's never an easy fixture, especially against Southampton on current form. So we need to win that game. And if we win that game, then we go, I think it's PSG. We can't lose that game, but it's at Old Trafford. And honestly, I get more worried when we play at Old Trafford against teams than we do if we go into their place. Because we just sit back and we defend. And we play 2 defensive midfielders. And we have no creativity. And we just hope for moments of magic. And I don't think that helps Martial. He's in a poor vein of form going forward. But I think he has no support a lot of the time. Here's that West Brom chance again. Maguire. What's he doing? Oh, it's awful from Maguire. He gets spun. I think it's a penalty. I have to say, I think that's a penalty. Oh, I simply just don't understand. I think Ollie holds this group of players back. I hear a lot. Oh, do you think if a better manager comes in, we do any better? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. We have one of the best attacking fullbacks in the world, and he looks scared to go forward. And I think that can only be down to the manager's instructions. We have Donny van der Beek on the bench, so we can play Nemanja Matic and Juan Mata. You're telling me Mauricio Pochettino can't get better at this squad? You're saying under Pochettino we don't convincingly beat a West Brom team that was poor today, and yes we do, and we don't just beat them because we get a lucky penalty. Well, it was a penalty, but it was lucky. Anyway, let's go into the player ratings. David De Gea didn't have much to do, but what he did have to do, he did well. Made a fantastic save. I would normally just give him a 7, but because of that fantastic save, he's going to get an 8. Wan-Bissaka. Nothing really to say about him. He didn't play terribly. He didn't play badly. It was just an average performance from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Yes, he probably should do better for that chance that I think was it Townsend had, which David De Gea, like I said, brilliantly saved. But he did keep a clean sheet, so I'm just going to give him a 6. Lindelof and Maguire. I'm going to give Lindelof. He's 7. 7 and Maguire 6. Both I thought played well. Maguire stepped out. Actually, you know what? Maguire could be. I'm going to give Maguire a 6.5. Clean sheet for Maguire. And Lindelof. I thought we weren't really troubled much. I think Maguire did it quite very well, stepping out the line quite a lot. I've dropped Maguire's rating because of the near penalty. What should have been a penalty, that was on him. He nearly fouled Carlin Grant without even Carlin being involved in the play. Then got spun by him, and then Bruno Fernandes, should have gave away a penalty, but luckily he didn't. But so yeah, I'm giving these two a 7 but 6 and 7. But again, it's another example. This centre back partnership does not work. It doesn't work. Lindelof and Maguire don't work together. None of them are quick enough. We saw it a couple times. If someone's playing in behind, that striker 99 times out of 100 is getting to that ball before Maguire or Lindelof, because they're simply not quick enough. And I don't like to say, I take no pride in saying that, but that is the truth. That really is the truth. They simply are not quick enough. And we leave the game thinking West Brom could have won this game. Alex Telles. 6. Oh. 6. Like I say, Telles often, like I say, looks scared to go forward. It didn't look amazing. And yeah, look, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. They keep showing the replay again. That's a penalty to West Brom. We leave the game lucky. Poor. Telles weren't at his best for me. Really weren't at his best. Fred. 7. I think Fred played quite well today. Nothing wrong with Fred today. Competitive, won the ball a lot. Very good. Fred being Fred, really. Fred very, very consistent today again. And it's a good performance from Fred. Matic. 6. Matic again didn't really put much of a foot wrong. Average game. I thought it was just a bit of a boring performance from Matic. I think he kept it simple, and at times he slowed our game down way too much. The amount of times we saw Matic drop into that back three. No, we don't need him there. We have Fred there to pick the ball up from the back line. And then we should have a Donny van der Beek, Paul Pogba normally, to then pick the ball up from Fred and create something and try and unlock the door, or give it to Bruno Fernandes to unlock the door and be creative. But Matic isn't that, and I don't think Matic should and can be starting for Manchester United this season. And we knew it. We know it coming to this season that we needed to replace Nemanja Matic, because we don't have another Nemanja Matic. Fred can play there, but we seem to think that Matic has to play. No, McTominay has to play with Fred. Mata, 4. Matic awful, absolutely awful. He's nowhere and a waste of space in that pitch. I'm honestly fed up with this lad. Constantly playing. I simply don't understand how Mata keeps starting. Really, really poor Mata today. Again. Rashford, 5. I don't think Rashford was amazing. It didn't really do anything wrong, but I think just sometimes his final ball was a bit poor. So I'm going to give him a 5. Bruno Fernandes. He was our man of the match today. He's getting a 9. Brilliant. Bruno Fernandes today. Absolutely brilliant from Bruno Fernandes. What can I say about him? Star player, won us the game thanks to his penalty. Yes, he had to retake it. He was outrageously good. Again, Bruno Fernandes. It shouldn't keep happening. Bruno Fernandes has to absolutely save this team. He saved Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's career. He was brilliant. Interplay between them two, between Bruno Fernandes and everyone else, was fantastic. And on another day, Bruno Fernandes won't win the penalty, and he was still would have been amazing. He didn't get a 9 because of his goal. He's getting it because of his performance. He was fantastic today, Bruno Fernandes. Anthony Martial. 5.5. Let me redo that. $5.5. Martial living off. Well, he should have scored. He has to score. Let's not sugarcoat it. Same with Marcus Rashford. Anthony Martial has to score his chance, and I'm not going to pretend he shouldn't. He has to score it, but he didn't. And that's his fault. He's playing like a player who hasn't scored all season, and because he hasn't, and he will pick it up. I think off the ball. Sorry, he's been good still. He's playing well. He's winning fouls, getting on the ball, creating chances, and eventually he will find that goal, hit some foot, and will start to look like the Anthony Martial we saw last season. And that's a good and positive Anthony Martial. And yeah, Martial he needs to find that goal, and sooner rather than later. Martial was off the pace a bit today, but I don't think he was as bad as people are making out. He was one of our worst players. But I don't think Ollie's coming away from this game with any sort of credit. We deserved to win, yes, and it should have been 3, but it's not, and we didn't play like a team that deserved to win 3-0, to be honest. There's that penalty, our penalty again. In all honesty, we're lucky to get that. It's a foul from Fred, but Fred fouls Gallagher, and then gives it to Mata, who then wins the penalty. We win the game because of a poor refereeing decision. Well, decisions. Because, like I said, the referee was woeful today. And he's won Manchester United this game. Absolutely won Manchester United this game today. On the bench, who came on? McTominay, 6. Donny, 6. Cavani, 6. I don't think Cavani had a great. Cavani could be on a 5.5 as well. I don't think Cavani came on and had a good game whatsoever. But I just gave him a 6. He wasn't terrible. I would say he's slightly better than Martial, who got a 5.5. So Cavani gets a 6. Although I don't think Cavani was good. If he'd play a bit more time, then maybe he'd have dropped. Donny van de Beek and Scott McTominay simply didn't play enough to really get any more of a vote. And I'm going to give Bruno Fernandes man of the match, obviously. Bruno Fernandes man of the match. He was absolutely the best player on the pitch today. There you go, Bruno. So, what am I going to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? 4. I think I don't understand why he keeps trying to play two defensive midfielders when we don't need to. And I'm never going to give him a high mark for that. Look, if you go back from my player ratings and obviously my ratings for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I when against RB Leipzig when he paid the diamond and we were absolutely phenomenal. I gave him what? I think I gave him man of the match. Because he got it absolutely nailed on, perfect. Played against Arsenal, changed it, and I slated him for it. And he went back to the 4-2-3-1. If that's what he wants to play, fine. I don't think we should. And yeah, Matt keeps playing over Donny van der Beek is I think it's unacceptable. I don't know what to say about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I really don't. Realistically, what? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer isn't the man, I don't think. I don't want to be Ollie out, but I'm just being dragged and dragged and dragged there by this sort of this football. We don't know what we're doing half the time, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't know what he's doing. He's out of his depth. We need a Pochettino. A Pochettino wins this game comfortably. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did not. It's not the first time we've seen this Manchester United team perform like this. And let's be honest. Today, Victor Lindelof and Marcus Rashford probably injured, and Ollie picked him. And that's probably why Rashford played quite poorly. Lindelof, I mean, that could have come down a bit. I mean, I've raised them because of the clean sheet, and they haven't had much. But I mean, I think Maguire did a lot well, but I don't know. I'm tired after watching that game. It was so tiring watching this Manchester United team with these incredible players play so poorly, and I put that down to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I don't think it's good enough. I can make so many videos about why I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the man for the job anymore at this point. I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be the man for the job, which is keeping me Ollie in. Well, I'm not Ollie in. Let's get that straight. I'm not Ollie in, but am I Ollie out? No, not yet. I can make rant after rant after rant of why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer keeps messing up and why his job is on the line. It's the two defensive midfielders. It's starting players like Juan Mata. It's the obsession with starting Marcus Rashford and playing Marcus Rashford no matter what, despite him being injured or not. His obsession with having to play Scott McTominay, despite him not being good enough. This obsession of playing Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire, despite the fact it doesn't work. And we've signed players. We signed Armand Traore. We signed Palestri. We signed Cavani. None of them are good enough. Cavani, yet maybe. But as a bench option, Armand Traore and Palestri, how much do we spend on them in total? Let's say 50 million. Why not, instead of paying 50 million on Armand Traore and Palestri, who both aren't good enough and may never become good enough, bearing in mind, Palestri is playing in under-21s right now, and Ahmed Traore isn't starting for Atalanta. Potentially none of them could become anything. Obviously, I hope I'm wrong. But instead of spending, I think it was about 50, we'll say, on both of them, why not have that 50 million and spend it on a right winger. Why not? Why not? Why not? Actually, just I've signed Jadon Sancho. Let. Why have we brought Donny van der Beek? £40 million, I think it was for Donny van der Beek, and we don't play him. Well, think about it. We could have played. We could have not get Arma Traore, not have gotten Palestri, not have gotten Donny van der Beek. 3 players that either Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't like in Donny, and Arma Traore and Palestri, who are massive risks, and they both of them won't be ready to be a first team starter for us until at least probably next season. Why not, instead of doing that, spend that money on Jadon Sancho, the player Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted, and a proper right winger which we needed. And I have to say, I think Ole must have some sort of part to play in that. I don't think the board, as incompetent as it is, and I don't want to let the board off here, because clearly the board, incompetent or not, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer probably would have had some sort of say in that decision. The board probably suggested, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer probably went, yeah, sure. And don't get me wrong, the board is at fault for the transfers and Jadon Sancho not signing. But I think Ole is at some sort of fault himself. And if he's not, he's at fault for the performances despite the transfers. Donny van der Beek is being absolutely scapegoated and he's being made an example of by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What? What was it? If we didn't want if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't want Donny van der Beek, well, I don't think he did want Donny van der Beek. That's why Donny van der Beek never plays, and it's atrocious, and that's on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Whether you wanted Donny van der Beek or not, you play a player at the quality of Donny van der Beek over Juan Mata, who, like we discussed, he isn't a first team player, Juan Mata. He wasn't last year. Was he even in the squad majority of the time last year? But now he's starting week in, week out. I'd rather see Daniel James starting over Juan Mata. I think we said it at against who was it? PSG. No, RB Leipzig. Rashford at his best is unstoppable. But Rashford is at his best when he's not using that brain. Because I said it earlier. I don't think he has much football intelligence, Marcus Rashford. When Rashford is doing things off instinct, is when he plays at his best. And today he didn't. So I think he was quite bad. But today we didn't play well enough, and that's the final statement really of the game. We didn't play well enough, and we're not getting anywhere under this manager at the moment. I would love for him to prove me wrong, and I keep waiting for him to prove me wrong. When Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in as an interim, we tacked and we didn't care. We believed in our defence. We don't anymore. We don't believe in our defence. We don't believe in our defence. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. If you did enjoy, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn that notification bell on. And yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.